I had sought to seek support from rangers in other territories, but I think you and I can handle this. I do the reconnaissance, you carry out the assault. The main thrust of the corrupted operations here is the mission to supply their forces with armaments. They have a start-to-finish process underway, mining the ore and forging the weapons. The core of the operation is here in the mines, and around the mill to the south. If you can cut the heads off both snakes, so to speak, they will be crippled.
resolve. Does it not feel right? Take that morsel from me. In return, I only ask you consider the feast I have offered.
Is that a basket? Oh, the color's still as bright as a robin's egg. That's fair. And I promised to split the treasure with you. You keep the coin, and I'll take this basket. Well, you've been really helpful, and I'll want your help again in the future. Brightwood's overflowing with abandoned cemeteries. I'm sure I'll find something I like. You still want to help me, right? Find treasure, I mean. If you don't, I'd understand. I could figure something out on my own. Nervous? Me? I suppose it's pretty obvious. The next spot for buried treasure is the old cathedral, north of the town. But I've heard terrible tales about it for years. Howling lost. Shadows that strangle intruders. You're either the bravest or craziest person I've ever met. If the cathedral looks too dangerous, you could try the village of Morgenstadt. Might be easier pickings.
Well done! They still control both locations, but it won't do them much good. But you look troubled. Did you discover something? Oh no. Master Smith McCoy? He went missing weeks ago. I called off the search for him when it became too dangerous. But I never dreamed. I can't dwell on past failures. The present peril is too great. The corrupted still have a major presence at Rita's burrow. My thoughts exactly. We can warn the settlement later. We must strike hard and fast. I have been watching the corrupted forces' movement since they arrived. Yes, they seized this area to use it as a critical part of their supply chain for food and weapons. An army marches on its belly, so let's strike their food supplies first and destroy their hunters. Well done, friend. With their rations stolen and their hunters compromised, the corrupted will be hungry. Hungry soldiers are desperate soldiers, and desperate soldiers are sloppy.
Oh dear! You startled me! The spooks and spirits of this town have got me on edge. Well, let me welcome you to the Vigil's Rest, where we guarantee our guests will rest in peace.
I was on the verge of going to search for you, to apologize. I doubted both you and the old man, but I was wrong. On the way to Caerdan, I witnessed firsthand the size and activity of the corrupted forces here in the Brightwood. On that matter, I am as yet undecided. Finding Umberto is still my first priority. Caerdan offered more questions than answers. Something dark happened there, and it now lies vacant, perhaps even cursed. I've been inquiring around town whether anyone here was a witness to the Vigil's fall. But when I saw Yonas, I knew it was my duty to make amends to you both. The old man has more courage than good sense. He's gone to ascertain whether the corrupted have a presence in Great Cleave. I urged him to wait, but he refused. I suggest you head north right away to ensure his safety. I will continue to seek answers regarding Umberto and the Bright Vigil. Go on and assist the old man. If the light is with me, I will have answers by the time you return.
Aha! So glad you came back. And look at those fish. But that's not as important now. Something happened with Perenelle. She's gone mad. She's stopped talking and eating. She'll do nothing but fish. I think you inspired her, and while that's a great thing, it also aggravated her condition. Stubborn old fisher. Why won't she rest? The fish aren't going anywhere. It's like she wants to suffer, and I have no idea why. Yes, please do. Without Perenelle, well, I don't know what, but that's the problem. This could make her fall lost. You go and convince her to rest.
What an adorable flute. May I? I'll bet it plays the sweetest songs. Can I keep this for my share? And the whittling knife in case I want to add any carvings to it. Maybe not in coin, but I love music. My father used to play for us in the evenings to drown out the sound. Never mind. I'll meet you at the southern crossroads a bit later.
In my most dire estimations, I could not have imagined how desperate the situation has become. A few years ago, the Great Cleave was quiet, safe. But now, the corrupted appear to have total dominion. It means the corrupted have already conquered all the territory from here to the Shattered Mountain. It means we are too late. Any day now, their forces will sweep south and claim the rest of the island. The walls of Calvary are no match for the might of the forces we've just seen. I would suggest we lay claim to this fort, but the place is clearly cursed. If there's a way to remove the curse from the fortress, it might help us defend against the corrupted. But we will also need to recruit an army of new Soul Wardens. Search the fort, and then meet me in Calvary.
Well now, imagine finding the only other sane person on this island, here in this accursed place. I heard this Bright Vigil amassed quite a fortune before they up and vanished. They left a stain of evil as well. You joking? I already got quite an earful about the curse before I left Calvary. People down there don't like to talk about the Bright Vigil. But with a couple of coins, I heard what I needed to hear. If you want to share in the secrets, you'll need to contribute to the cause. You know that. This place makes my skin crawl. If you'll gather up valuables the Vigil stashed here, I'll tell you everything I know. Now we're talking. I see you found some shinies. Don't forget, all this is going toward buying a boat to get off this crazy rock. I suppose you're more interested in hearing about this course, though, aren't you? Well, the dark truth is those righteous bastards turned on each other. And then, of course, they all fell lost. Mayor Pennyfather in Calvary, he knows more than he lets on. Lean on him a bit, and he'll cough it up.
Well, let me welcome you to the Vigil's Rest, where we guarantee...
I saw Yonas in the tavern. He's recruiting new soul wardens and entertaining some dream of claiming care done for the Order. Balmy as ever. But I'm glad he's back behind town walls. Good work. I'm afraid I haven't been quite so successful. The only thing I've learned is that Umberto hasn't been seen for years. The people of Calvary are strangely quiet when the subject of the Bright Vigil comes up. I did speak with the mayor. A bit nervous, that one. Are you suggesting he's hiding something from me? I suppose I'm not the best conversationalist. Perhaps you should speak with him. Go on.
God's ears! Tell me you're not here to talk about missing priests, cursed forts, or the damned Bright Vigil. Will you people never stop? Why can't I get any peace? Preposterous! I've nothing to hide. I just don't recall all the gory details. I was busy building this town when the Bright Vigil fell. Besides, dredging up such dark affairs serves no purpose. It's just depressing. Nonsense! The Lost Plague began before the Vigil was even founded. They just made things worse. But fine, if you leave me alone, I'll tell you. Visit the town of Morgenstadt. Something happened there. Or so I heard.
Oh, it's you. Sorry, I didn't meet you like I said I would. I promise I didn't forget. I've just been... It's not important. Anyway, did you find anything good in the cemetery? What? Then you must have gone to... I can't. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. You've been kind. Truly, but I can't face this now. I owe you an explanation, and an awful lot of gratitude. I'm sure you've realized the truth by now, but I'm no treasure hunter. Sorry. It's no different from any other sorry tale of Brightwood. My mother succumbed to despair first, and then the vigil put my father under guard. By the end, they were ready to bury all of us alive. Thanks to Balder. He chewed through the ropes the same night they dug my grave. After that, I ran. It took me years to work up the courage to come back. The basket, the flute, and knife, all the things you found belonged to my family. You mean, you'll keep helping me? I don't know what to say. I suppose, I never found any trace of Roderick, my brother-in-law. I know his family came from a village to the west, but that's all.
Hey, Brightwood!